Good evening, race fans. Welcome into race 4 of season 3 of the Affinity Racing Series Next Gen season. As always, benefiting the NASCAR Foundation here tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway, last great Coliseum, world's fastest half mile, and Darrell Waltrip's playground here for 225 laps, 2 laps qualifying to set the grid. Fuel capacity 55%. Gives us an estimated fuel run 87 to 91 laps. 5 total tire sets, 1 starter, 4 in the pits, 0 fast repairs, and 3 green-white checkers. And as always, here with my co-commentator Art, how are we doing tonight?
I'm real excited to, come to Thunder Valley 225. Just short track action. We are going to have some tempered flair here tonight, and I am about it.
Thunder Valley was the one nickname I forgot, so good looking out for that. But here we go, qualifying underway. Let's get you into the on-track action. As qualifying is underway. Currently top of the board, Perrin Huggins, a 14.63. Sam Demien, second, currently 14.65. And never mind, Cabe McClenny goes top, 14.61. Your provisional pole sitter at the moment. Here's Dylan Felvich. And the 88 machine picked up his first top 5 of the season last week and starting to build some momentum. See if he can continue that here. First short track of the season. Let's go on board with Felvich for his second lap. First lap of 14.93, good enough for 12th quickest. Out of turn number 4, straight to the line. No time for rest. Second lap. A 15 flat, so no improvement. Randy Arms. First lap of 14.8. Looking to climb his way up the order. Looks real tight out of turn 4. Might lose a little bit of time. Second lap. 15 flat, no improvement.
We're going to have 29 drivers here tonight. I'm probably 28 if Nick Miller does the, Nick Miller thing.
Oh, and Tenold, both loose and tight off of turn 4. 15.4 on his first lap. 17 drivers have set a time thus far, 3 minutes in. And off turn 4, this looks like a little bit better lap. Can he break into the 14s? Yes, he can. 14.81. That's a ton of improvement on the second lap for Tenold.
Yeah,
he'll crack the top 10.
Top 10.
Yeah, that was 6/10 of improvement. Almost, just a little bit more then. And he'll crack the 9th, but 18th on back. Nobody looking to come out of the garage. But there's Nick Sipple. He's got just over a minute to do it. He should have plenty of time if he elects to do it, and there he goes. Off on his warm-up lap. Also out, Cody B. Johnson with a minute remaining. And I think that'll be it. 75 machine takes the green flag. He's been hot to kick off the season. Had an early incident last week, but looking to rebound here. 75 machine will have time for both laps. 14.8 on the first lap. That'll be hard to beat. And Cody B. Johnson, 11th quickest on his first lap. Nick Sipple out of 4. And he'll stay 13th quickest. Cody B. Johnson off the wall. Hard collision in turn number 1, and he'll stay P11.
Ooh.
Nick Miller not going to have enough time to get a lap in. And it'll be Cabe McClenny on pole, 14.607, 23 hundredths of a second ahead of Perrin Huggins. The top 5 separated by under a tenth. And we're ready for 225 laps here in the HillBilly. 225 at Bristol, appropriately named, some would say. Sponsored by none other than Kevin Boley, so thanks for him for getting the naming rights.
I'll be honest, if someone named my hometown track, like their race, the HillBilly, 225, I'd be a little upset.
Just a tad bit, but if the shoe fits, that's, it just happens like that. But here are our driver cams tonight. There's Perrin Huggins, Devin Galvin, Joshua Parent, and Andrew Tenold, the 4 drivers that have provided their driver cams tonight. So we'll be checking in on them periodically throughout the race. So looking forward to seeing their progress. The onboard shots. Not a lot of time to rest here. Obviously, 15-second laps in the race. And it is... you got to focus up quickly before the next couple corners. So it'll be pure focus tonight. 225 laps, nearly half race distance. So it's going to be a tall order for these drivers. Short track racing, tempers will flare. We should see... it'll be hard to go caution free tonight. We'll see if they can manage, but I expect a couple flare-ups here and there. It's Bristol.
If they can go caution free tonight, I will give the race winner $100.
$100 to the race winner if they go caution free.
If they don't go caution free, the guy who causes the most incidents gives me $100.
All right, let's see. Let's do this. I'll put it in chat. Next gen driver. And it's right as they're rolling off, so we'll see if anyone actually acknowledges that. It's all part of the master plan. There'll be 2 pace laps here. Obviously, the shorter nature of Bristol. So they got a little bit of time. It's the single pit road configuration. They'll enter off of turn 2. And exit going into 1. So that'll be a 1 long singular pit road. Don't want to speed. Any penalties here? Devastating.
ARS needs to change his keybind. It says broadcasted on Twitch.RaceAffinity.
Wild.
Which they do on Wednesday nights, yes.
This ain't Wednesdays. We're getting replaced. We've just been fired. They didn't announce that to us. But lights are off on top of the pace car. All 29 drivers did grid up. Who's winning this sucker tonight, Art?
Give me Randy Arms out of 12. I think it's going to be a wreck fest. I think he might, be smart enough to not get involved.
Give me Brandon Bowers back-to-back. This is his home track along with Fillers, the Jughead Stomping Grounds. I think one of those 2 gets it done, but I'll go to Bowers for 2 in a row.
Go pick.
Complete disrespect to Cabe McClenny and Perrin Huggins, our front row. I think that burned us last week. We'll see if it does it again here. But all the time for talk and speculation is over. Pace car makes the hard left-hand turn. Cabe McClenny will enter the Geico restart zone. And we are underway.
I don't want to say it's pretty easy to overlook the front row, but Cabe can be an aggressive driver, Perrin can be an aggressive driver. I feel like it's going to be pretty easy for somebody to just get a little fed up with it if they have to race them too hard.
Those 2 guys, very similar on pace as well, so it should be a good battle. Bowers already up 1, so... And we gotta mix it up again. If we just pick the front row every week, it becomes predictable a little bit. So I went all the way back to 4th for my pick. I really didn't.
We're also supposedly contractually obligated to not pick Randy Arms, but...
So therefore, you've broken your contractual obligations. Bowers, the first man to flex his muscles. That was a 14.95 on the last lap. First man to do so in race trim. So that 11 looks quick early on. Trying to go back to back. It looks like Michael McElroy already making a trip down pit road. Heavy damage for the 83 machine. No caution. That looks like they're going to make us pay up one way or the other. But it is now McClenny and Perrin dipping into the 14-second bracket, as well as Sam Demyen. It's also Alex Chira on pit road, as well as Chris Pinder. So all these guys having some significant damage in the early going. They're going to go multiple laps down under green flag pit stops.
I might have made just the worst call ever because Corbin's not here. Our race can go.
Oh, jeez. What is looking to be a good call for you right now is the pick of Randy Arms. He's +5, biggest mover so far. I take it back. Nick Miller just got +6. Now looking to be +7. He's side by side with Lucas Reed. They've all minded their P's and Q's here, and the longer this goes, the worse that bet is that we've made as they get spread out and maybe
I mean, we got 225 laps, so hopefully I cannot afford to give him $100.
Fellas, and we're already catching lap traffic, though this is the nature of Bristol. That is the 16 machine of Daniel Pendergrass. He's going to stick to the bottom, and with that...
block it more.
And with that, Perrin Huggins is closed right up to the back of that 05 machine, and then further back, already you can see guys just trying to stay out of the way, and some of those guys involved in incidents early on having to pit. So not sure what that was all about.
Perrin was taking a peek for 3 and 4 last time by.
2/10 behind, McClenny going the shorter way around the racetrack. Huggins trying to wind up that momentum on the top side. It's been pretty much, you know, that's the two main styles of racing. You try and take the shortest way around, or you trying to carry that momentum.
If they get to battle and drag Brandon Bowers right into this, though.
Absolutely they could. Another close battle here. That 07 machine of Cale McClenny. All over
Let's go!
Caution is out, and it, I believe, involved Randy Arms.
Oh no!
Well, they made it. They made it 14 laps. What in the world happened here? We're just gonna have to manually.
Oh, he whipped it! Oh, Randy!
That was behind James Jimmy Fillers. Oh, and he just came off a 2, overcorrected into the wall. And caution is out. I believe that was Kyle Ritchie that got a great look at that. In the 76, yes, it was. They'll have a front row seat to this. Randy just comes off turn 2, and oh man, oh my goodness, runs over some debris there. The ultimate jinx. Oh man, and that it happens every time we pick Randy to win. It happens every time.
That's why we don't pick him. I had a good feeling.
You had a feeling, and then that'll be the first thing he asks. That'll be the first thing he asks post-race interview. He's like, "All right, who picked me to win?"
Hold up, let's do it right. He's pulling in. Like, hey, Randy.
Hello.
What do you find it shocking if one of us picked you to win?
Oh well, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, Art did it, even though the contractual obligations. You get to talk to him about that post-race. So.
A good feeling. I figured this race would be a lot more aggressive. I figured, you know, you play it smart, you bide your time, you get there at the end. How's it looking?
Yeah. Let's see. 3 minutes, not too bad.
Hey, you can still be in this race.
Hey, you got it out of the way early. I was just getting ready to say, yeah, it doesn't need aero here. You'll be all right.
Like, I didn't have a meatball. The steering wheel still felt straight. RPM still looked good. I think when I bounced off the wall, my tires didn't touch the ground until I was off the racing surface again, though. So that was, oh, crap, I better go. So I figured I would be destroyed, but not too bad.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Gonna be a fight back the rest of the race, and good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Took 14 laps for the commentator's curse to come into play. 14 laps. I picked Brandon Bowers, though. He's third right now. I'm looking real good. So I'm so curious, though, what happened to Pinder, Pendergrass, Bowman, and Shira, and McElroy. Like, they,
I saw William Bowman got loose and hit the inside wall. I didn't see the other ones.
Yeah, they've been like that. That was like instantaneously into the race. So that was a lot going on in the first couple laps for those guys. And I'm assuming our race control is here now that he threw that, or was that overridden by another one of the admin team?
I believe it is our race control.
Our fearless leader. But yeah, so Chira's now back. He is already 10+ laps down. McElroy appears to be.
Oh, McElroy is the race control.
Oh, and Corbett, McElroy had to sacrifice his race for you. What a guy.
Corbett just got to refund the
yep.
payment he gets.
So now this So that explains Michael McElroy, and then now we got Alex Shearer, Bowman, and Pendergrass, and Pinder that I'm still confused about. So, either way, pace car is off. We're back to racing. Lap 19. Good restart by that 05. He should be clear into turn number 1, and he is. Demien with a great restart. He'll look to clear Bowers, and he'll do so. Look back into this mid-pack, off of turn 2 especially. Randy, they were able to put that front clip back on. He is on the lead lap somehow. Let's see if that 8 can drive up through the field again. There's going to be a lot of side-by-side early on, not a whole lot of space. Drivers going to have to be careful. Let's go on board here with Joshua Parent, first driver cam of the night. But there's Joshua Parent. Look at the focus there as he's trying to climb into the top 15. He's 17th right now, trying to find a way around the 31 machine of Jacob Thornton.
One thing about that caution that is going to be, big is going to help reset for Nick Miller and his run to the front to try and get a lap lead. Not going to help with him being in that outside wall up there.
So here's Andrew Tenold. Let's go take a look at Mr. Tenold here. Oh,
Tenold's loose. Tenold was fighting with Nick Miller.
Stone cold there on the face of Tenold, though. Got some chewing gum, and he says, "All right, we'll reset it." We're still in the top 10 right now. High side of the leaders.
I had to guess it just helps calm the nerves a little, gum. Brings you back down.
Absolutely. It looks like he's settled in for the next couple laps after that. He's trying to rotate the center of the corner through that middle lane right there. Looks to be keeping touch with the car ahead. That is Nick Sipple.
Oh, we got a crash. The 07 is in the wall.
That's Cale McClenny. Caution is out immediately. You saw it right there from Tenold's point of view. Let's go find out what happened to kick that off. The 7 machine instantly towed off the racetrack. In the 07/7 machine, Brandon Bowers on his inside here. Oh, and Bowers gonna... Oh, engine blown. Dylan Felvich gets a piece of that at the end, so the 07's night is done. And that just might have been... It definitely wasn't intentional. Bowers didn't drive it in there too deep. Definitely didn't do a bump and run it, but he just barely gets into him, and he snaps up the hill. Engine blown. Felvich, nothing he could have done. And let's go on board here with Kyle Ritchie again. Because for whatever reason, he just is able to avoid everything.
I think this was just an incident of 2 drivers not knowing where each other wanted to be.
Yeah, obviously not a whole lot of room here. Let's go on board here with Mr. Bowers. We'll slow it down here. Quarters speed. They're fighting over. This is the 4th position here. And that's the onboard view. Not a whole lot of time, and yeah.
I mean, I went back and looked at it, and Cale was running like that high line the past, lap. So maybe it was just Bowers assuming he'd be higher.
He does. Let's take it out here and take a kind of a deeper look at it. Let's take a look at the couple laps prior to this. Yeah, he was up near the wall. And back to the middle in 3 and 4. 1 and 2, right up against the fence nearly. Catches a piece of the wall here, and then he really was a little bit lower than he had been, so.
Yeah, just a misjudgment there from Bowers. Thinking, KO would be a little higher.
Yeah, that's the 7's night done early on, so a couple guys. Pinder should be able to pass him. Alex Cheer will get a spot. And not sure if Pendergrass or Bowman are coming back out. They might be helping with race control. I'm not entirely sure, but And I'm very disappointed that Kyle Ritchie. Normally we get the TSL guys in chat. I wanted to talk to him. He's had 2 near misses in 30 laps. Every 15 laps, this man has a heart and mouth experience. So I was hoping to talk to him about what the heck he's seeing out there. Oh well, we'll talk to him post race. We'll re-rack him here. Lights right on top of the pace car, lap 32. There will be 23 cars on the lead lap. Chris Pinder, Alex Chira still running, as well as William Bowman, they're multiple laps down. Cale McClenny out of the race. Michael McElroy forced into race control, and then unknown on Daniel Pendergrass as we're back underway. Interesting that the 05 of Cade McClenny took the outside there. He had taken the inside a couple of times, but took the outside that time and got a great jump. Now Bauer's going to put Perrin Huggins under pressure for second.
Demian was almost putting pressure. Like, that outside line, great move from...
It has some great momentum on the restart, that is for sure. But Ryan Von Henschel, plus 8 in that 18 machine. He is moving through this field. A lot of side-by-sides on the restart, and there goes Brandon French into the inside wall. Looks like
that car is destroyed, but he's off the
green.
track.
Let's back it up quickly. Looks like he was side-by-side with Kevin Boley. Oh, and Boley just comes down and gives him a little hip check. And he'll make it back to pit road debris on the apron, but we will stay green. He'll be multiple laps down. We've got to crank it up redemption from Jeffrey Rudick, absolutely. Like this is involving Jonathan Schwartz, I believe. Let's take a look at what happened here. Our third caution of the night.
Ooh, that's not going to be a fun one.
I don't think the 58 will be thrilled with that. Obviously,
not at all.
And then I know Nick Miller's had some run-ins time or two with a couple drivers, but this is not someone that he has had issues with. So he just it's just a misjudgment from Nick Miller, plain and simple. There, unless we're missing something that happened a couple laps before, and I don't see anything.
It just comes with his aggressive driving. Like, it's one of those things where when you want to make moves the way that Nick Miller is doing, where he has to get through the entire field, when you're going to ruffle feathers, he just thought that there'd be a lane there. He didn't think the 58 would go there. I mean, he just missed. Really, it's actually even before they get into the corner. I mean, this is very early, and he just misjudges the closing rate, gets into that left rear, and turns him around. Honestly, the 58, though, he doesn't hit anything. He'll need more Goodyear tires than that. Nick Miller, for his troubles, he gets run over from Lucas Reed, and Lucas Reed probably gets the worst of that with the front end damage, in all honesty. Yeah, that's just a misjudgment. I mean, that happens at Bristol. Short track race in there. And we'll re-rack him here again. Nick Miller pitted on lap 28. Obviously just brought out our most recent caution. Jacob Thornton also pitted. Kevin Boley.
Gonna pit. This is good for guys like Randy Arms that are trying to fix some more damage. Dylan Failvich had dropped down the order as well. And he was in danger of going a lap down. I tell you, this keeps helping guys like Pinder. He was, I think, like 6 or 7 down, but he's really the first lap car still running, so I think he's now down to 4.
It says -3 for me, but he is just now getting lapped.
Oh, man. But if he could somehow just keep it clean and stay out of the wrecks, you could very easily get back on the lead lap here. Brandon French is back out running. No front clip. Alex Chira as well. Bowman is still running. I can safely say that Daniel Pendergrass would be out at this point. 15 minutes on pit road. Bowman will at least pass Cale McClenny. He'll get 1 spot if he continues to run for the next 12 laps. We're ready to roll here again. Tires not overly important. It's all about the fuel, but only a couple guys that have been involved in incidents or are trying to take a swing at things have pitted. So the majority of these drivers have not pitted yet. With all these cautions, they should be able to get to easily lap 100 now, I would imagine.
There's some... these lines are not great.
Pace car is off. Okay, McClenny jumps, gets a great jump, as does the 21. The 11 caught napping just a tiny bit. We'll see if the 21 can take advantage off of turn number 2.
He's got the big run.
Got half a car length. Bauer still fighting back on the inside, but he has to list. Here comes his teammate, Jughead, side by side into 1. And this outside line continues to work on these restarts, if nothing else. Oh, Bauer's into the wall. Almost took out both the Jughead boys. Or that's Filler's into the wall, excuse me. They swapped lines. Filler's now into 3rd. Bauer's dropping back. Huggins back to 4th. Kyle Ritchie in the mix. You saw there Bowers had to lift. You're always worried about the guy on your outside bouncing off the wall and sending you sideways. Look at the run Kyle Ritchie has. Bowers going in the wrong direction. Further back, there goes Ryan Tiller around the outside of Joshua Parent. Jacob Thornton trying to follow it up.
Ooh, Filler's trying to get around the outside to dim me in.
Looks like Demian tried to get up there and block it, not doing it. Filler's through to 2nd, and he's come alive here in this little mini run. Almost 10 laps or so. Can't really say we've had a long run, but Filler's looked really quick in this part of the race since our most recent restart. Nick Miller continues his charge up the field, plus 12, side by side with Nick Sipple. And here comes Andrew Tenold right behind them.
Watching a gaggle of cars back here. The 31 almost got turned by Schwartz.
Yeah, this is a mess back here. Alex Chira not racing for position. There's Travis DeLeon, Devin Galvin, Thornton, Andy Arms, and Kevin Boley all in the mix as well. Ryan Tiller plus 11. As he continues his march towards the top 10. Curious what to see once Nick Miller gets up here to some of these guys that he's more equally paced with. Oh, and that is 17 machine. Trying to stay out of everybody's way. That is Chris Pinder going a lap down. But it is Cade McClenny a second ahead. Or, excuse me, 0.6 of a second ahead of Fillers. Huggins back to 3rd. Demian back down to 4th.
Nick Miller trying to make a move now.
Look at that speed he had on the bottom. He's going to compromise his exit, but he is wrapping the bottom really, really well. Now he'll go up to the top. Did he cross over that 11? Because that momentum is on the top side. The 11 goes up to block. The 19 back down. It's a game of cat and mouse right now. Who can carry the momentum on corner exit?
Ooh, into the
that
wall
19
there.
is pushing. 11 will come up to block, take his line away, and he's not going to let him get to the outside. Yes, he is. Miller trying to keep his foot in it. Bowers with a very strong exit on that bottom lane, and I think Bowers is now pinned down there, so it's a little loose off of 2, and Miller should have the position off of 4. Bowers had to lift again. Doesn't want to go up and collect the 19 man himself, so Nick Miller through to 6. Now, how does he get around Richie, who is riding the fence?
He's riding that medium line. He's going to be able to share some of that momentum.
He's not pinched down on the bottom, and this 19 machine is on a mission right now. It looks like he did take tires in that lap 28 caution.
Pinder once again.
Going to lap down. Staying out of everybody's way the best that he can. Damien loose off of 4. Miller through to 4th. The wall just a tad bit there, and he's right on the back bumper of Perrin Huggins, who's battling away with fillers. Perrin with a bump draft to fillers on the front stretch. How many times do you see somebody bump drafting at Bristol?
Oh, there goes Miller around the outside. He's now side by almost 3 wide.
Oh, we were 3 wide. How's it gonna work? Nick Miller through to 2nd. He's gonna clear fillers off of 2, and he's got 1.4 seconds to Cabe McClenny. He was like, what in the world do I got going on behind me?
Perrin trying to get around fillers, and he does.
Oh, big check up there on the front stretch. Kyle Ritchie off the nose of Demien. Here comes Bowers. These guys are going at it. A little bit further back, Schwartz is trying to recover from his spin. Off the nose of Nick Miller. He's back to 14th. Andrew Tenold under pressure from Von Henschel. This is for 9th. Here's Ryan Tiller, Tony Scarbo, Joshua Parent. Parent around the outside of Scarbo. And you have to wonder, how hard did Nick Miller push those tires? Because he got cleared through to 2nd, and now he's maintained at that 1.4 second interval. So how much left does he have in those tires?
Oh, he's pulling in. I think that's it.
He provided some entertainment while he was here. And, yep, that'll be it for Nick Miller. Do another start and park.
Drew said someone blew up.
Was it Pinder, potentially? Or... I did not see it. French is still running without a front clip. So if you're Cabe McClenny, you feel really good right now, because now your nearest competitor is 2 seconds behind you. So it gives you even more breathing room. So Nick Miller looks like he'll officially retire. Brandon French will pick up a spot. So will Chira and Bowman, as long as they keep running. And how about that? That was some drama right there. We're 3 wide at Bristol. That was Nick Miller charging through the field.
We still have a little bit of a battle here with Cody B. Johnson and fillers.
And the 08 machine, he's +5. Started outside the top 10, now looking to crack into the top 5. So this 08 headed in the right direction. Ryan Tiller consistently moving towards the front. He's +14. He is now your biggest mover, as he has cracked the top 10. So this 23 machine headed in the right direction.
Ryan Tiller was one of those drivers who was going through the field, you know, pre-race during the grid. I looked at him. I knew he plays it smart. He doesn't.
We're almost 3 wide again. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
oh, trouble almost. That should have been trouble. Schwartz backed out of it.
I was gonna say he tries not to get involved in anything, so he's likely gonna have a clean car. But here he is, it's coming to him.
He's got the magnet this week.
We are gonna be. The Short's gonna do it. He does not.
Come on, you know you want to. Take 3 wide at Bristol.
Make us 3 wide in the corner. You won't.
Tell your future family, your whole bloodline, that I went 3 wide at Bristol and survived. Got a 2 for 1. Have a good battle here. Von Henschel and Tenold. This battle's been going for about the last 30 laps. They've been in a stalemate. Tenold trying to keep that momentum on the top side, but it looks like that 18 able to roll the center just a little bit better.
Oh, we might have been told it was McElroy who blew up just for leaving his car running.
Yeah. So it looks like now 21 cars as, well actually now it'll be 20 as Felvich is a lap down. Actually, already up to 17. So, yeah, this is a tremendous pace right now that the leaders are on. Thornton battling away with De Leon to be the last car on the lead lap. They both kept their cars in one piece, so they got a bunch of free positions out of it. Travis especially, +7. You were going for it, though, Nick. That was a heck of an effort.
You gotta start making it to qualify.
Seriously. If you just start even like 20th instead of 29th, you can do yourself a better favor.
Oh, Miss Grant for FTF. That's on you. ARS better. You're P2 for FTF.
This man just got that dog in him. Just quick with it. Nick Sipple coming into pit. This battle will not go away. Is that Demien coming in for a pit stop? It is.
Ooh, contact between Thornton and Leon.
So, early pit stop here for Demien, but he was falling back. He was 4th and had fallen almost out of the top 10, so I could say why not. Try something a little different. De Leon and Thornton still going at it. De Leon consistent in that outside line. Thornton trying to commit to the bottom, and they're both about to get lapped. Let's go on board here with Cade McClain. Let's just see how he navigates this lap traffic. We know he's got good speed, but how do you navigate traffic at a place as tight as Bristol? Sometimes the lap cars will give it to you. Sometimes you got to force the issue. But I think Thornton just kind of gave it to him. Travis also stays way up high. Very respectful there. And now these guys are racing for the lucky dog, so this would be a very important battle if we were to get a caution in the next couple of laps. Next up the road is Scarbo, though. 2.5 in front of your race leader, though, so they're hoping on a caution very quickly because Gabe McClellan's picking them up, putting them down.
He's going to put Demien on. Demien's already a lap down. 3 laps. Oh, there's contact there. He almost got the caution. Back to almost being 3 wide in some places.
Who'd you say was 3 wide?
It was Demien. Like, he almost turned somebody.
Yeah, he just came out with the fresh tires, so he's trying to make up a lot of time. Look at him fly. So, we'll see how this works out for him. He's not going to sit around and waste time. Look at those fresh tires working.
No, he just wrapped the bottom so smooth there.
Kevin
Fillers is looking at him jealous.
He's like, I want that kind of grip. Kevin Boley, he's +15, so now he's your biggest mover. I know he had some damage early on in this race, but he is 5 seconds away from a top 10. Tiller, 11. Right on the back bumper of 10.
Contact between Demien and Bowers. Bowers stuck it on the bottom because he was getting around the 15 machine of Leon, and Demien just sent it into the back one.
Yeah, obviously the closing speed is just going to be outrageous if you're Sam Demien, so you just got to be careful not to run everybody over. Because you are the quickest car on the racetrack, without a shadow of a doubt. Look at this, he's just one at a time. There's Thornton, he's going to get around Huggins for 3rd, not 4th position. But look, it's like he's standing still. And in all of this, Kyle Ritchie has gone to P2. There's the 21 entering our camera shot, and oh!
No, Demien, no!
Oh, he just... Caution is out. He was carrying so much speed.
Oh, Demien.
And he just looped it. And now he's parked in the middle of the racetrack. Yellow is out. He just barely clips the apron on the exit. And he just waited just a second too long. He was trying so hard to commit to it, to try and save it. Let's take a look here. I mean, he just barely gets a little bit of damage to the rear bumper, but he clips the apron. He's trying to keep it off the 76, and he should have locked it down the second he started getting loose, but he was trying, he's fighting it. Bowers gets a piece. Cody B. Johnson into the wall to avoid it. Let's go on board here with Brandon Bowers. And that's a scary sight. Crank to the bottom. He'll definitely have a little bit of damage, I believe. Yeah, on that right front. Yeah, that could have been disastrous if that was right in front of your leaders. And so with all of that, who the heck? Is it the 31 machine that ended up the lucky dog?
I think he was on the lead.
Or was
He was
it...
either on lead lap or he was the lucky dog.
So let's actually back this up. We could go ahead and tell before the pit stop when do they start flying around here. Did he get around this 59 machine? Because Randy Arm's not on his lap. Oh, he did lap Scarbo.
Yeah, Scarbo pitted.
So who will be the lucky dog? Looks like... Yeah, especially with the single pit road. I don't know. But we're nearing the halfway point. That was our longest run of the race by far, so it was a nice little rhythm there. We had some comers and goers. It looks like Scarbo is going to take the lucky dog, though, because did he pit right before that caution? Is that what happened?
He did, yeah.
Wow. So he got away with one there. But he's 2 down just because of the nature of the green flag pit stop, too. He lose at least 2 laps. But he'll easily be back to 1 down with the guaranteed wave around. It looks like Pinder going to take a wave around. And Brandon French is as well. So those 3 get 1 lap back. Perrin Huggins to second. So, 1 more stop will be required unless they keep wadding him up on these restarts. Bowers, I think, came in to fix some damage there. I wonder what Huggins learned on that long run. I wonder if he'll be able to stick with this 05. But Fillers now has some decent track position on a restart. He'll be on the outside line too, so we'll see here. Back to racing lap 97.
I think another big thing that, that caution, Demien's going to be, 4 down, and he probably not going to get those back.
Right, he was waiting to get at least 2 of those back on green flag pit stop, so that's huge when you're the caution. So here we go. Pace car was off. McClenny waiting for the moment. Not a great restart. Huggins will be right there. This could be his best chance.
He's going to have the momentum on the outside line, but the new tires are going to help Cade.
Oh, yeah, that 24 is there. He's not letting this opportunity get away. That 05 going to have to be very aggressive. Not a great restart, though, and Perrin Huggins, your new leader.
First new leader of the race, I believe.
There is 14 cars on the lead lap. Devin Galvin, I believe, is the only car 1 lap down, so just don't hit anything. If they wreck again, you're the free lucky guy. Tony Scarbo is 2 down. Along with Failvich. Then Randy is 3. Demien is 4, like you mentioned, right before we got back to the restart. But just due to the nature of Bristol and kind of the early attrition we've had, there's going to be a lot of guys battling for positions well up this field that are multiple laps down by the end of this thing. So they just got to stick with it. So I'll have them 2 laps down, but guess what? You're fighting for 12th or 13th or so on and so forth. It's a lot to fight for. We're not even halfway. Almost there. Not quite. Front damage actually might be hurting him worse than what we would have thought. And he's also got left side damage now to go with it, so this race has turned on its head for him. He'll just try and survive to another caution, trying to get more work on that car and fix what he can. About Andrew Tenold up into 4th. He's got great short run speed, we know that. Had a decent qualifying effort as well. Now he's cracked the top 5. Let's go on board with him.
It's always how it is. Oh, we got a caution. Never mind.
Yellow out. And who was
Demien's, that? Oh, it's Demien.
So we'll go back to Andrew Tenold here in a couple minutes, but let's take a look here at the caution. Like you said, it was Demien. let's back this up. And cautions breed cautions, even if it's yourself. But I don't think this one was...
It was a little meet in the middle, a little Diamond Rio.
All things considered, a nice little pirouette there. Not a whole lot of damage.
I don't know about that, because Damien's left rear is...
It didn't look too bad. Looks like he kind of lead the beat. Is it? The side-by-side here with William Bowman. He's coming up. I think yeah. Let's look at corner exit here. It's fine on the exit, but he's coming up. Yeah, he just tracks out further than Bowman does. And a little bit of netcode, but I don't think Bowman thought he would come up that far. Randy Arms just misses him again.
Yeah, as he drives away, that left rear, you can see it bouncing on the 21.
Let's take a look here. Oh, I mean...
Is that just the track?
I believe that's just the natural track, sir.
I didn't think Bristol bounced that much.
Yeah, it looks alright. I mean, obviously, he's not in a great spot 4 laps down and just wrecking again, but I think he'll be okay to continue. So that'll be free lucky dog for Mr. Devin Galvin. Let's go talk to the TGR boys. They're having a stellar race right now. Here with 10 Old Galvin Racing, and so far, so good for you guys. Perrin, you just took the lead for the first time on that last restart. 10 Old, you're in 4th, and Devin Galvin, I believe you're the lucky dog, so things are looking up for you guys. Yeah, looking really good for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Got some fast Chevrolets out here tonight, I tell you what.
And I think definitely Perrin, opportunistic. That was your best restart. You stuck to the outside, and now you got some clean air. Let's see what you can do with it.
Yep. The goal here is to stick that 05 in my filthy air, bro, and hold him back there. So and he's fast. So see what happens here, man.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. You guys are both fast. Should be a good battle. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, but TGR, they are really good right now. Just got the lucky dog. All 3 of their cars on the lead lap at Bristol. That's they're in a really good position. 1st, 4th, 15th, all relatively clean cars. You gotta take that if you can. Jughead was having a good night until just about 10 laps ago. We'll see. Bowers, he came in and got a little bit more work done on that 11 machine, so see if he can head back towards the front. Huggins will choose the top here.
Yeah, he learned from, Cave those first couple restarts.
That's where the momentum's at. If he can get a good jump and carry that momentum, he could bring Tenold right with him and have some team cars at the front here. This will be excellent if they could time this right. How about Shorts right there in 6th? Tenold needs to close up a little bit if they want it to work, but away they go. Plenty will hold off 2nd, but it does get Tenold to 3rd, locked in for the time being. But it's almost like that outside gets 1 spot for free based on whoever they're starting next to. Schwartz was 6th, he went 5th, Tenold 4th, 3rd easily.
I mean, Tenold's looking to get 2nd here. He's riding that high side. He gets the momentum. He's able to get the back bumper.
You know Perrin would love that too, just to have a team car behind you.
Yeah.
And let's go on board here with Tenold. I know we were ready to do that right before the caution came out. Let's go back.
Yeah, let's get another. Ooh, we got a battle. It's going to be happening in front of him. We'll get a good view.
Him trying to help out his teammate if he can. Let's see what kind of pace he's got here. He's sticking with him. Just got to be calm and collected here. He's going to try and get that momentum built up on the outside. Just got to be careful. He's going to have it. Oh, caution is out.
Ooh, the 15, the 95. I think this happens kind of in front of them. Yeah. Oh, this is a big one. That's Kevin Boley.
So this is... Oh, he just loses it off of 4.
Oh, he tried to gather it back up.
Oh.
Just came back on track.
Oh, wow. That was a lot. So, let's get a better view of this. Not the cockpit cam, but off of turn number 4, Kevin Boley, he was on the lead lap, I believe, in the 13th or 14th position. He just loses it. And he thinks he's okay. Kind of straightened it out, but not a whole lot of grip on the apron, and then last second realizes, ah, crap, I'm not going to save it. Up into the 17, a Pinder, nowhere for him to go. Bowman, Galvin, let's see what, that was, Leon, was it not? Yes, so Galvin. Just curious here, does he... Ah, yeah, so he doesn't... Let's go on board, actually. That'll tell you a better picture what he saw versus what DeLeon saw. So he sees maybe that the 99 is down to the bottom, if you're really paying attention. And let's quarter speed this here. What do you see? What do you see? You see a car down on the apron, and then he's coming back up. And by the time he starts checking up, DeLeon's committed to the bottom, and he'll get into him there. I mean, you saw it very clearly there in quarter speed, but that's at full speed. So let's.
Yeah, that's one of those split-second decisions. Like you either make the right decision or you don't.
Yeah, because like really especially in full speed, right? You see a car go down to the bottom. You don't know for a fact that he's going to come back up the racetrack. You got to give him some benefit of the doubt. You make a move to the bottom, he's coming back up, and there it is. But nothing DeLeon could have done there. He'll feel wronged by that, but it's just one of those short track deals. And we definitely jinxed Galvin there. He is now a lap down after just receiving the lucky dog.
Yeah, I'm just saying, with all these cautions, it's just closer and closer to Randy Arms getting back on the lead lap.
He is working on it.
I think his damage has to be fixed.
I believe that is Failvich that gets the lucky dog. He was flying around, so I think he'll... Oh! Whoa! Or was that... Is that... should be Failvich. Should be Failvich.
At some point in this race, I'm going to get to say that I was going to pick Tenold. It was between the three drivers. It was between Randy Arms, Ryan Tiller, and Andrew Tenold. And I had a good feel about Tenold. He can have a good head on him, but sometimes he gets aggressive. And I thought that aggressiveness would get to him here, but I mean, he's been running a good race so far.
Yeah, over halfway now. Just got to keep a strong head on him for the second half of this race. There's a lot of good guys up here, a lot of good speed. Just got to keep your wits about you.
I think he's trying to choose his line, and
I don't think that's not how that works, sir. I think you got to get down to the bottom. Yeah, there you go. He knows. The second that caution came out and it put him in third, he's like, oh, darn it.
Short. Just hoping that
You're
they
right.
would let him do it.
Hey, nobody notices, right? I know Schwartz wants that top, so here we go. Look, there we go. Schwartz, I mean, it's a free spot. Look at it. It is literally a free spot for everyone on the outside. As long as you don't get caught. Look at the run, just on the restart. 14 cars on the lead lap.
Schwartz is going to be around the outside of Cabe.
And he is flying, shot out of a cannon. And now he'll try and challenge. And look, he's going for the lead.
Aaron with a little pinch there. Tenold is starting to close in. He might have a shot for...
And he's going to take a look to the bottom. McClenny going to try and hold that top side. And Tenold has half a car length. Can he keep it up on the exit? No, he can't.
Loose.
A little loose there. Well held, though, to not spin down to the inside wall.
He's going to have Kyle Ritchie on him now.
Yeah, that's just... It's such a momentum-based track. Well, he'll go back up to that top side and start trying to close down McClenny again. Aaron trying to hold off this 58. So this is the best track position he's had. How about Lucas Reed, a strong 8th place. Bauer starting to climb back up here, though, 9th. Could he be a factor in the second half of the race? Got some damage on the right front and the left side. So it is 14 cars on the lead lap, then Scarbo, 1 lap down, then Failvich and Randy in that order. Oh, there goes Perrin! Right in front of McClenny! Yellow is out! And what in the world happened there?
Ooh, little bit of contact.
Oh! I'd say that's a little bit, a lot more than a little bit.
That feels way more aggressive than it should have been.
Let's take a look here.
You can see, like, it's a big neck coat bubble that throws them apart. Like, Shorts thought he was just going to get up there, get on his door a little bit.
Right.
But, oh,
man,
it just launched him.
Yeah, Shorts definitely makes a big send there. Wow. Yeah, and he just gets net code. Oh, I don't even know if that's net code. I mean, he, like, hang on.
I think it is just because of how violent the interaction is.
Let's just take a look here from this angle. Shorts definitely drives it up in there. I don't know that it's, you know, quarter speed trying.
I mean, you see it, like, it's a light touch. It's definitely not enough to just, you know.
I mean, maybe, but dang. And then you think here, all right, he definitely saves the car, well held, but obviously you got the traffic approaching, and
yeah.
Cade McClenney's going to get the worst of that. The right front damage, same thing that Bowers had. So McClenney, your big loser after dominating the first half of this race. Perrin will be unhappy, understandably. But he's got left rear damage that can be easily fixed. So now it's Shorts from Tenold. McClenney's got damage. Tenold is really the second best car now in terms of having no damage. So yeah, Perrin going to have to come in and pit. McClenney gonna stay out there. I don't know if that damage is gonna be worth it. So this has completely flipped the race on its head, and Scarbo should be the lucky dog. And a quick reminder, as always, for the entirety of Season 3, the Affinity Racing Series, their charitable partner this season, the NASCAR Foundation, we've already got 20% raised. And just this way, this early into the season, awesome to see. So if you feel so inclined to check them out, there's the donation link. We're 25% of the way there already, so really, really awesome stuff there. Yeah, it was Scarbo on the lead lap that got the lucky dog, so Failvich, I think, will be 2 down with Randy. Pretty positive of that. I've been wrong before, though. As we're back underway. Shorts good restart. But look at McClenney with the left front damage, or right front, excuse me. He's not going away quietly. Yeah, Failvich 2 down, Arms 3 downs to confirm that. And McClenney, like, he's not letting it stop him. He's trying to get to this outside. What a power move if he can somehow pull this off. And he's there. Holy cow. If this doesn't tell you that Cade McClendon is the dominant car of the evening in our time, but obviously afternoon sim time, then that is incredible. Tenold got caught on the bottom. He's back down to 5th.
And we saw plenty of this out of McClenney last year, whenever he was still running next up, and, you know, next gen wasn't allowed to compete for a championship, but likely would have been one of the favorites.
How about Brandon Bowers back to P4, right where he started?
A little sketchy there between him and Kyle Ritchie.
Yeah, if you're the car on the bottom, you got to worry about, you know, a couple things. You're getting pinched off, obviously. but you're also worried about the car above you hitting the wall and bouncing off of it and coming down and getting you. So it's twofold concern there. And you also have to worry about yourself not washing up and hitting them.
Kyle Ritchie gonna take P2 here.
So Shorts, I don't know. I mean, he's just kind of fallen off since that last caution, but he had just taken the lead almost. So not sure where this fall off's coming from. That's 3 spots he's going to lose in a matter of a lap. And here comes Ryan Tiller, ever on the move. Plus 18. And he's looking to crack this top 5. And all of a sudden, Schwartz just has no speed. Tiller through to 5th.
Bowers was looking there to make a move on Failvich. He's going to have to get it, working again.
Jacob Thornton was battling for the lucky dog at one point. Now he's back up to 8th. Vaughn Henschnell's had a solid top 10 night for most of the night. Perrin Huggins restarted 14th, back up to 11th. He's got some good speed, but he's got to be patient and not let his emotions get the best of him. Obviously frustrating to get wrecked out of the lead, but he's still got a pretty good race car underneath him. And really, you look at 2nd all the way back to 12th. It's just 2 seconds separating them. There should be one more pit stop for everybody, except the guys that pitted on the most recent caution, which is kind of the second half of the lead group. McClenny, Ritchie, Tenold, and Shorts will be close on fuel if we don't get another caution. But that is obviously asking for a lot.
Hey, it's possible.
It is possible.
Not likely, but...
So officially out of the race, Devin Galvin. So we jinxed him wholeheartedly. He got the lucky dog, then got caught up in a wreck, which forced him to park it. So he's out of the race. 24th, Nick Sipple. 25th, Nick Miller, obviously a starting park. Cale McClenny, blown engine, caught up in a wreck. Then there's Daniel Pendergrass and Michael McElroy out of the race, but still on pit road. And I tell you what, Cade McClenny's pulling away with that damage, but I do want to check something. Yeah, you can definitely tell that hood is crinkled just a tad bit on the right front. Cal Ritchie in 2nd, looking back at the battle between Bowers and Tenold and Tiller.
It is a battle. Tiller, he was getting to the back bumper. Tenold, he's now taking a dive up the inside.
Well, look at how well he rotated the corner there, but he's not going to have the momentum on corner exit. He actually gets really loose. That's bringing Cody B. Johnson into the picture.
Aaron right there as well.
Aaron back up to 8th, so he's not out of this yet. There is just a mess of cars right here, all 4 position.
Another caution.
And what would this one have been for?
Do you have any idea?
Who is this on? Well, yeah, Corbin's computer is like the very first computer I ever made. So it is on its last legs. It is mid. Who was the caution on? What we can do... Go debris in turn 4. Oh boy. I hate the... What is this? Blimp cam.
It's not great. You can't see much.
Ah.
It's my usual go-to cam.
I was like, who done it? But... What was a caution?
Oh, silly caution.
All right, somebody saw something. Failvich says thank you very much. He'll go from 2 laps down to 1 lap down. Everybody else going to take an opportunity to top off with fuel. So that should be the last pit stop. And Joshua Parent going to stay out on the racetrack. As well as... Okay, what?
Well, that's just hurtful to Randy Arms from Joshua Parent right there. Just uncalled for. Unnecessary.
Hey guys.
Hey!
Hey, McElroy.
I had to formally apologize to all the drivers. I tried to key up and let somebody know they were blinking, but my push to talk button is right next to the yellow.
Ah.
And without looking, I went to go push to talk and hit the yellow.
It happens to the best of them.
Yeah, right now some people really love me and some people really hate me, so.
You can't please everybody, right?
This is why Corbin needs to do this.
Yeah. We need to crowdsource him a better. Actually, Art needs a better PC too. We got to crowdsource the YJ boys a better PC. Not me though.
Please give me a new one first. Today. I'm more deserving.
It's rough out here sometimes for the fellas, but appreciate the update. Obviously, an honest mistake. So,
have fun, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Michael
Hey, I
McElroy,
told you, it was a
going?
little silly caution.
Is
Little fun caution.
we could have.
Ooh, what was that? Did you just see that?
No, what?
The 15 and the 17, Leon and Pinder getting into it, coming onto pit road.
The 17 way down on the racetrack. Here comes the Leon. Oh, that's teammates. All right.
The Leon with a just very late call to come on.
So Joshua Parent's gonna stay out. He's got roughly 20 lap older tires, but he'll have track position. I don't know. This will work out. I do not know.
I can't believe he stayed out.
Hey, I respect it.
I wanted Randy Arms to get the lap back.
So that means Failvich is only 1 lap down now. He's trying to come all the way back. Randy still 3 down. Well, here we go. We're going to re-rack him. I know it's obviously, we'll just call it a debris caution. But you got to keep your heads here. I know it's re-racked. It's tense. But you got to just be under control, everybody. And Parent obviously going to wait later with those old tires. Jump. Oh, and what? Already, Bowers was right. I think he blinked at first. That was weird. Here we go. The chase is on. Parent does lead a lap at the very minimum. Gets a bonus point with those old tires. He's got a pack of hungry drivers behind him. It's not even the worst call, though, because there's only 15 guys on the lead lap, right? And you're about a 10th place car. There's not a whole lot to lose there. So,
trying to get around you.
Yeah, that's in retrospect. Obviously, it's not a bad call, especially because he's holding them off right now. Make them burn your stuff up and get it back down to where your stuff is at.
Yeah, look, they can't even get around him. He's just sticking to that high side.
So, I do think McClenny will force the issue here at some point, though, because that 08 is right there. Cody B. Johnson, though. I know he's right there the whole time. Oh, that's going to be trouble for McClenny. He's going to have to lock it down coming back up the racetrack. He doesn't hit anything, incredibly. Yellow is out immediately.
Just took that entire corner backwards.
Holy cow. Save of the year. Lock it down. It's over. That's it. Save of the year. That is it. Oh my goodness.
And that's the old tires just doing Parent dirty.
That's what we said. We've said it a couple times tonight. You have to be worried about that car on the outside. He gets so loose off of 2. And this is really almost 3 guys coming together here. Let's take another look at this. Slow it down a little bit. Off of 4. Parent's tires just give up on him a little bit. McClenny's coming up. He almost gets into Cody B. Johnson, and then the 22 says, never mind. But let's just take a look here. Cabe McClenny. The racecraft on display here. Well done from everybody else to not hit him. Everyone made the right moves, but let's go on board with Cabe McClenny. This is something else. Working those hands. Oh my goodness. And then he'll whip it around. He's not even the last car in the lead lap. You got it turned around before Scarbo and Boley got there.
That was incredible.
I mean,
driving
I
from
gotta take a look at it again. Just the initial impact right here. When we come through 3 and 4, we'll just let it play out. I'll slow it down. I wanna see this in super slow-mo. But he's working here on the bottom. Not a 4. And he was even a little loose off, but obviously Parent way down into him. Instantly to the right. Right back to the left because he knows he's overcorrected. He doesn't want to slam the inside wall. Shifting down to 3rd. And then he's best backwards driver you've ever seen. Straight out of cars. Toe Mater. I mean, but that's just incredible driving right there. I mean, it's even more impressive when you speed it up. Just the corrections he had to make. Holy cow. And he just whips it around. And then he's back going. He didn't even pit. Oh, he did eventually. Wait, did he? No, he didn't. He didn't. So I guess his tires are alright. Man. Joshua Parent elected to come in and pit there. Probably a good move. Bowers came in and pitted. And then Failvich, after getting the lucky dog, he's back on the lead lap. He came in for service, and he's back in 16th. So first car laps down is now Randy. 2 down. Demien, I believe, is 4 down or 3 down at this point. One of the two. But in all of this, Cody B. Johnson leads for the first time tonight. Getting down to the business end of this. And we're back underway. 76 did not get a great restart. That's going to allow fillers to challenge. For second, off of turn 2, that momentum, just got to be careful. The midfield battle is back on again. Everyone's scrambling. There's hardly a clean car in the field now. Almost 3 wide again here at Bristol. And it is 3 wide. Von Henschel, great save. Parent driving angry now after that mistake. Back up into the top 10. Cody B. Johnson now stretching his muscles a little bit. 14.8, fastest lap of anybody so far. McClenny to 9th. Or 8th, excuse me, around Shorts. But look in that rearview mirror. I wonder if he'll realize it was a mistake. Or we'll see here.
Von Henschel has a bunch of damage on that front bumper, going to compromise the exit there of the.
He's been beating and banging all night. Some of it not even his fault, but he's hanging on. He's on the lead lap, just trying to survive. But Cody B. Johnson now. The second half of the race has been completely turned upside down. We've had McClenny dominating the first half, then Perrin, and after that it's been anybody's ball game. And now Perrin is back to 4th though, so he could get right back to where he was. Randy Arms begging for 2 more cautions.
Three more.
Is he 3 down?
He is 3 down.
Interesting. That's right.
It was to get him, but he can't get involved in them.
Right. Failvich was 2 down. Randy was 3 down. That's right. It was like that the whole time. 16 cars on the lead lap. Randy 3 down. Demien 4. Then it gets progressively more and more laps down. Further you go back in the field, Filler's loose at a 2. Richie trying to take advantage. And that's 76. Just not enough momentum off of turn number 4 to complete the pass. Look at this, 2nd through the 8th and 1.5 seconds separating them. We won't have to worry about green flag pit stops tonight, obviously. Those mistakes, while not on pit road, strictly on the racetrack, means a lot more Especially now that we're getting down to it here. These laps are going to take off really quick here. I think if you were McClenny, you should have pitted on that one because you don't know how many more cautions you're going to get.
The 03 just beating the outside wall down. Lucas Reed just not having a great time there.
He's still inside the top 10. He is battling. Here comes Joshua Parent there to his inside. He'll complete that pass. He came in and took tires. I know he was obviously the cause of the caution. He pitted, went to the tail end. But he's got the fresh tires now, partly due to his own mistake, so.
Ooh, the 53 is loose. He's going to be stopped on track. Get it down, get it down, get it down.
William Bowman.
We're going to have the caution. Don't necessarily know if it should have happened, but yeah, it had the potential to be bad if he got stuck up there.
Yeah, I think they just threw it once he saw him coming back up the track. He just don't know how the car is going to react. So leaders were quickly approaching too, so I can live with that call. Randy Arms says, all right, one step closer. Waiting on the pace car.
There was contact there with William Bowman. Yeah, him and French got into it.
Let's take a look here then. Let's go back. It looks like everyone's coming in for a pit stop. Never mind. Kyle Ritchie says, all right. Oh, this is the same situation as Perrin almost. 20 laps on the tires. Oh, boy. We saw how that worked out, but it's he's not alone in this strategy, though. The top 5 have stayed out on the racetrack, so yet another twist to this race. Let's go back. He said there was contact with William Bowman. Let's go back and find it. I don't know what more French could have done there. I mean, he is up by the wall. 53, I mean, he is literally on the wall. I think that's just bad netcode again. Because French is literally in the wall.
He's on the wall, yeah.
He was going to make sure he didn't bounce off that wall. Look, I mean, he is as far up as he can possibly go. Little bubble there, and that's what sends that 53 down to the inside wall. And we've seen it pretty much all night. Once you get down on this apron, very hard to save the car. So Thornton comes in on the next lap, as does Scarbo. So that only gives you 3 guys that stayed out. Kyle Ritchie, Andrew Tendleton, Joshua Parent. I still think it's a little bit too early for that. Ozman cometh with the gifted tier 1 sub to Chris Pinder. Very much appreciated. Thank you very much.
And that, closer to, one of us being able to get a nicer PC.
little by little. So here we go. Lights are off on top of the pace car.
He said it's not Chris Pinder. Well, if that's who got it.
15 cars on the lead lap. Von Henschel did go a lap down during that sequence. So Randy Arms is in tears now because now he's not the first car lap down again.
No, I'm in tears.
Oh, Tennell did not get a great restart on those older tires. Neither did Joshua Parent. Kyle Ritchie going to do his best to hold off Cody B. Johnson with nearly 25 lap older tires.
Parent. Tennell, oh my.
Oh, Parent destroyed Bowers up the hill. The entire front clip missing.
Thornton involved.
Yellow out again. And let's take a look here. And that's the second time that Parent's been loose off of 4. Man. Oh, wait a moment. They're late at the end. Alright, let's take a look, though. It's same cause as the one from 2 ago. He just comes off a 4 here. Loose, into Tenold. Then he'll just obviously know where to go after this. Bounces off a Parent right in front of Bowers. And the camera was having a heart attack there. Yeah, it's struggling. Let's take a look at the blimp cam, though. This will be a better view of it. Tenold nowhere to go. A little bit of left side damage there. Thornton gets turned off the bumper of Alex Chira. Parent obviously getting the worst of it. Von Henschel, I believe, doesn't touch anything. Yeah, well off. He knew exactly what he needed to do. And he'll be your lucky dog. Kyle Ritchie does hang on. I don't even know, because the first time he stayed out, it was like 20-ish lap old tires he got loose and wrecked. This time it was only like 10, so I mean, it shouldn't have been getting loose that bad on him, but it did, and here we are. That car is now destroyed. His shot at a win is over. Von Henschel back on the lead lap, and Randy is hoping that he doesn't somehow get that car fixed and come out ahead of him, and then he's again stuck behind another car that's 1 lap down. He's hoping to just now get ahead. It's 15 cars in the lead lap. Back to Tenold. The second half of this race has just gone off the rails.
I mean, the first half wasn't spectacular. We did have a green flag run there for a while. And then we didn't.
You get a decent amount for Bristol. Cranking
It
up
is-
laps. I try and... Depends if they wreck or not, to be fair.
We can go the rest of the way cranking up.
Alright, we're signing off tonight. Whoever wins, they win.
Like, you'll see it. They'll burn it down, but...
Yeah. Nah, you get your channel points worth out of it. So it does look like Randy will get ahead of Parent. So Randy will again be the first car laps down. He's 2 down with 36 laps to go. He needs a caution every 18 laps to get back on the lead lap and do some damage. Unless Von Henschel... He's coming into pit again as we're about to go green, so I don't know why. I mean, I know he's got damage, but he might as well fight. They're still out here wrecking, so yeah, he'll be a lap down here again. Kyle Ritchie goes early. Great jump. He's got the older tires. He has to do it. Yeah, there's Von Henschel. See, I don't understand that.
Ooh, first loose into the wall. He had to check up there a lot. Almost 3 wide. Short trying to get around Tiller. Parent manually disconnected.
And Von Henschel back. Yeah, I don't know. So Randy will get around him, though, so no harm, no foul there. Randy is still the first car 1 lap down. And we will crank it up now that we've kind of settled out just a tad bit. in all of that chaos, Perrin Huggins back to the lead. Kyle Ritchie trying to hang on with his used tires. Nearly 20 laps older than the rest of the field. Cody B. Johnson and Cade McClenny trying to close. 25 laps to go. They're running out of time. Oh, and Cody B. Johnson says, I know I'm running out of time. You got to go. You're on old tires. And here comes the 05. Says, all's fair in love and war. You push the 76 out of the way. I push you out of the way.
I think we're going to see it again here.
And there goes the 08 into the 05. And that did not work for anybody.
The gloves have come off with 23 laps to go.
And there is the tempers. Most of it has been hard racing and some mistakes, but that one was full knuckle brawl. The 76 got used up by the 08, so the 05 used up the 08. The 08 immediately repaid the favor.
Luckily, the 76, they're having internet issues tonight. He kind of like
he kind of got away. He got away with one, maybe a little bit of left side damage there. But Randy Arms is only going to be 1 lap down now. He's on pace. Got the caution within 18 laps. He's 1 lap down. That car is clean as a whistle now. And he's got a shot at this thing for a good finish anyways. Don't think that he can win. But, so yeah, McClenny going to come in. Schwartz coming in.
Hiller staying out.
Could he be Johnson going to stay out? He wrecked so long that he kind of got stuck in an awkward spot, so he should get waved back around the pace car. So in all of this, Lucas Reed is going to be 2nd, Tiller 3rd, Felvich will be 4th, Tenold back to 5th, Bauer 6th. Holy cow, what a race. And it's not over yet. The inside of 20 laps to go on the restart, but yeah. Unless, did Randy get... Did he get a 0x and all of that chaos? Because I don't think... Oh, wait, he did. There was his wave. There was his lucky dog right there. But, just making sure. Just making sure. This is something else. Yeah, but the first half of the race, though, I know you said we had some, we had some cautions and whatnot, but we had that one long green flag run, probably 40, 50 laps, and then all the cautions were, hard racing or a little bit of netcode. But yeah, we blew the top off at this race in the second half for sure.
Yeah, just getting aggressive. They saw the lap counter tick over 200. They're like,
they realized, oh, there's 25 laps to go. We only got 14 seconds a lap. We'll be done here momentarily. So the switch was flipped, and here it is. And looks like Cade McClenny on pit road over a minute, so that's his shot done. So Randy will be the only car 1 lap down. Cody B. Johnson will get the wave here. There he goes. So, yep, the 13 cars on the lead lap. Perrin Huggins going to choose the bottom for this restart. So that tells me he's going to go pretty early because he doesn't want that momentum on the outside to catch up to him. Tenold pitted on 187, Thornton 187, Richie Fillers and Cody B. Johnson, or Randy Arms, excuse me, 204. So guys at the back of this lead group have a little bit fresher tires, but they do not have a lot of time. 18 laps to go on the restart. There goes Perrin. Lucas Reed spun the tires big time there. He'll try and survive the one. But here comes Ryan Tiller through to 2nd. Gonna have to go up to make the block. I think he'll get there. Not able to.
Lucas Reed gonna hold on to that spot.
And really, that's all. That's all Perrin Huggins needs to see right there. Is just side by side for 2nd. Unless Lucas Reed can get clear, but he's even got damage on that 03. And he does finally get clear. How aggressive does Tenold want to be? You know Tenold wants a podium if he can get there, but here comes Schwartz. He's got caution is out. Randy Arms back on the lead lap.
Maybe?
Was he involved in this?
Oh, this
No.
is Demian and Kyle Ritchie. Kyle Ritchie comes off the wall.
Yeah, and that's how many times we've seen that.
Oh, French.
Okay.
What was that?
Kill shot there. On Demian. It shouldn't really cost the 21 anything if he doesn't get a meatball. He's on a lap all on his own, but probably didn't want to be run into there, if I had to imagine. Let's go on board here with French. I mean, he does try and slow down, but I don't know if he just loses it behind Cody B. Johnson or what, but he is...
I mean, he was like still half throttle.
Yeah, I mean, he did slow down right at the end, but...
Hey, he slowed down after he hit the car.
that too.
I love forcing. He approves the follow-up hit.
Absolutely. So yeah, with all that, let's go take a look here at why this started. Randy Arms is back on the lead lap, by the way.
Let's go.
He'll have a couple laps to go for broke. Yeah, Richie off the wall, right down to Demian. Travis De Leon nowhere to go. There's the kill shot from the 2. I think Perrin Huggins has this in the bag. So it'll be 13 cars. Maybe, I think Kyle Ritchie should be able to get out in time. I don't think he had a meatball, so... Looks like the restart will come with 11 laps to go, I believe.
I think it would be less than 11.
Yeah, so it looks like they were side by side, but they lights the pace car not out, so 10 laps to go.
You're saying my guy has a shot?
He does have a shot.
Did he just take tires? He did.
Oh, he's got a shot at it if they all wad him up. He's ready to go. Hey, my guy's got a shot. Brandon Bowers, 6th place. But they're running out of time. If they don't wreck again, Perrin, he's just got to nail one more restart. This could be it. 14 cars on the lead lap. Demian multiple laps down. 4 to be exact. So he will not get on the lead lap at any rate unless it completely goes to hell on a handbasket. But pace car is off. Perrin Huggins chooses the top this time. Gets a great jump. Here comes Andrew Tenold. Instantly through to second.
Failvich backed out of it. We were almost 3
Bowers.
contact between Tiller.
Oh, Bowers trying to hang on to it. And he does. Gets through to 4th. Schwartz on fresh tires through to 5th. Tenold through to 2nd. Last lap is not sponsored. 9 laps to go. Randy Arms already up to 12th. He's hunting for more. And further back. Oh, Fillers cuts off the nose of Tiller. Failvich looking for somewhere to go. Scarbo up inside the top 10. It's a TGR 1-2 at the moment. 8 laps to go. Schwartz has fresh tires, though. But he's pinched down on the bottom. Lucas Reed not going to give that up easy. But that 58 does have fresher tires in this 03. He's got 3 car lengths of an advantage. He's going to have to force the issue here. He's running out of laps. And he'll get through cleanly to 3rd. 8/10 of a second back. Going to have to instantly pass Tenold if he wants any shot. Lucas Reed holding on to 4th. Tenold's gonna, he wants the TGR 1-2. Shorts down to the inside. At worst, it's a 1-3 maybe. Tennell probably going to play the team game here. Make him go the... Oh, Schwartz is loose.
It's loose. Oh, that's going to ruin all that progress.
And it's coming down to 4 laps to go. Randy arms incredibly into the top 10. He's got a couple more spots potentially ahead of him, but here's the Hornet's Nest. Look at this train around the outside trying to get around Schwartz. He got loose in the closing stages, but it is Perrin Huggins 1.1 seconds ahead of his teammate. 3 laps to go here in HillBilly 225.
Lucas right into the wall.
I guess you could say that Cabe McClellan dominated the first half of the race, and I guess unofficially that Perrin Huggins dominated the second half of the race, and you had your choice. You'd love to dominate the second half of a race because that includes the last lap.
If I had to say anyone dominated the second half of the race, I'd say it was probably the pace car.
That too, but it is now the last lap, and Perrin Huggins leads it. White flag in the air. Race is official.
Tennell's still fighting off Schwartz. Give me one last big send.
Schwartz will clear for second, but it is Perrin Huggins unchallenged through 3 and 4 for the final time. Picks up his second win in 4 races. Tennell does hold on to a podium. Filler's 4th. Lucas Reed rounds out your top 5. Tony Scarbo.
Top 10.
Tony Scarbo rounds out the top 10.
Randy Arms P9.
How about that? What a comeback for Randy. And what a race. Perrin Huggins, though. 2-time winner through the first 4 races in Season 3. An early championship favorite for sure. Winner at Michigan, and now Bristol. There's Fillers with a congratulatory bump down the front stretch. Their DGR 1-3.
Can't wait to hear Tennell. He's going to be so happy.
Yes, he is.
Oh, look at him. He's celebrating with his driver.
Yeah, team owner, race winner, doing a burnout together. And then there's Jonathan Schwartz, your podium finisher. How about that, though? That was a heck of a race for those guys. And just need our... Looks like, yeah, we have 2 of the top 3 are already in the same team channel, so let's go ahead and get your race winner up here. Here with your race winner, Perrin Huggins. Just a crazy, chaotic race. Obviously, you and probably Kay were the 2 quickest cars tonight. Then obviously he has his issues, and you kind of then are in position to dominate the second half of this race. Then you get involved in some stuff, and you got to keep fighting back, and eventually you get the lead of the race inside of 30 to go, and then you're able to hold off everybody on the final couple of restarts. But your second win in the 4th race of the season. And fair to call you an early championship contender.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that track, the hair is all about dang clean air, and once I finally had it there, with like you said, like 25 or 30 or so laps left on my. I felt like I had it won from then forward. Yeah, it was a wild race. I had some damage there, and it was not all fixable. So I was racing the whole last half of the race with minor damage. So yeah, it's a big win for sure. I love Bristol. It's Bristol, baby.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again. It was not easy to get to that point, to get the clean air. Like you said, you were fighting hard, had that damage, typical Bristol battling, and you came out of the last great Coliseum victorious. So congratulations again, and look forward to seeing you next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And shout out to my teammate, old Andrew Tennell, for her a 3rd place run. Hell yeah, man. pretty awesome. He goes at it.
Absolutely. Great team result as well tonight.
Yep. Thank y'all so much for commentating. Thank y'all.
Absolutely. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Here with the second place finisher tonight, Jonathan Schwartz had the fresh tires at the end, just ran out of time, but pretty much the same story as everybody else. Just a crazy, chaotic race, and you're just trying to survive and have some sort of car underneath you at the end, and that was what you were able to do, and come home with a runner-up finish tonight.
Yeah, it was a good night. These next-gen cars are a challenge for me, so anywhere in the top 5 is a good night. So Bristol's typically a good track, so it was cool to be able to run the bottom and finish well tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, but yeah, you're challenging for the lead at one point, obviously getting in there with Perrin a little bit, just a simple mistake, but everyone comes out of it mostly unscathed. He wins the race, you come home second, so not a big deal there. Just really having to battle back after that. I know you got stuck in traffic a couple times, but it just was not easy to get separated and always kind of battling around some people tonight.
No, and it's super hard to pass, so any chance you get side by side, you really gotta do all you can to get it when you can. So, I mean, the contact sucks, but that's just racing. That's what you got to do.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on a strong runner-up finish here tonight. Definitely hard fought, well earned, and we'll let you get any shout-outs in if you have any.
I just want to thank you guys for broadcasting for us. It's been a lot of fun, as always, and thank Mike at ARS for letting us come over here and do this on Monday nights, along with him racing with us on Tuesdays. It's been a lot of fun with that. So, hopefully the rest of the season's good as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, congratulations again. Look forward to seeing you next week.
Thanks.
And here with your third place finisher, Andrew Tenold. I know he's got a couple of plate wins since we broadcasted, but arguably tonight, from start to finish, probably one of your strongest races ever, and well rewarded with a third place finish tonight.
Yeah, tough race tonight. Bristol is probably one of my worst tracks on the iRacing service, and thankfully I have a really good team behind me. Perrin teaches us a lot of things. I told everybody in the offseason we're going to be doing a lot of crazy things and rebuilding, and this is the result. Big shout out to Perrin for winning the race, obviously, and then everyone at TGR. We've swept Bristol in the ARS. That's a pretty good feeling. That's a really good feeling, man.
Yeah, honestly,
big shout out to
Dolly with the next up win, and then Perrin Huggins with the next gen win. So definitely,
yeah, we're winners. We are winners this season. I think it was Michael McElroy actually a couple weeks ago. He said TGR is the talk of the league. Well, here we are again.
Yeah, I feel bad for the jinx though on Devin Gamble. We came to talk to you mid race, and he said he got the lucky dog, and then he immediately wrecked. So that was our bad.
Thanks, Backheads.
could have been a really, really, really big night. Obviously, still thrill with a 1-3. But just wish Devin could have been there too. He had some good pace before getting caught up in that.
Yeah, definitely. The 95 was fast. The 22 was fast. We were all flying tonight. That top side was just unbeatable. You could get a run on the bottom, but you just wash up and get loose. And I know Ryan Tiller was having a heyday trying to get around me. He was beating the hell out of my back door or my back bumper. So, yeah, all in all, really good racing tonight. I love the ARS. I love racing here. I get to be myself, and my friends get to be themselves as well. Awesome night. Very awesome night for the number 45 Monster Energy Chevrolet.
Yeah, and how about Lucas Reed though for the RR Esports? I know kind of
Top
top 5.
How about that?
Yeah,
RR Esports, dude. Nobody ever talks about them, and now it's just he. Lucas, he's awesome. He's not really there for all the team meetings and whatnot, but he definitely learned from us, and he's there with us. I mean, you saw him; he was battling Cabe and Perrin for the lead at one point. So our entire team it's crazy how we've morphed into something that is very competitive. A year ago or last season, TGR was laughing stock of the ARS, and this year we've won 2 out of the 4 next gen races, so that's a really good feeling.
Yeah, absolutely great turnaround, awesome to see, and really well earned results tonight, and looking forward to seeing you guys next week.
For sure. Where are we? Oh no! Next week, Sonoma.
Sonoma's
No.
the reality check, so that'll be an
Yeah,
interesting
Sonoma
one.
is definitely going to be a reality check. But thankfully, TGR has. We've branched out to so many different areas of sim racing. We have a multitude of road racers who can help us with these next gen cars and maneuvering them around the Sonoma Raceway. So hopefully, we have a good result next week. I'm not really hopeful, but you got to be.
Absolutely. Well, looking forward to it, and we'll see you next week at Sonoma.
Absolutely. We'll see you in Cali.
Oh,
Hello.
Class out Auto Club.
What's up?
Hello.
Ryan Tiller, very strong
Howdy.
result tonight.
Yes.
You were the biggest mover too to boot, P7.
Haha.
Yeah, you were.
Where's the DX? Never mind.
You were flying out there tonight, looking good.
Yeah. I do. I think we have not. The Affinity channel has had this conversation with me because I finished third in the Next Up series. I enjoy Bristol quite a bit. With this car though, it's very heavy. I would say, or something is not right, and I kept like burning the right front off of it more than I did in the trucks, but that's the figure. But yeah, Bristol is a good place for me. I like it. Just get in a rhythm and feel the ride. Come on, baby, it's bobsled time.
I'm glad that was mentioned tonight. But yeah, great way to fight through adversity. I know a lot going on. You stayed out of pretty much most of it. Hard to do here at Bristol, but you were able to avoid most of the chaos. And you were battling for what was a podium at one point, but obviously the last 40 laps just pure chaos and nothing to hang your head about. P7 for sure.
Yeah, I was just trying to take tires and have fresh tires there towards the end. I should have saved the set that I took last for one more time, and maybe I would have been up with Schwartz. Probably doubtful, though. But, yeah, just affected by a team restart on that one. They got the outside. There's nothing I could have done differently. I tried to hang in it with him. Got a little slideways off the exit of 2 on the restart, and went downhill from there and tried to regather it back up and salvage the P7, I believe. Top 10 at least that I could. So
yeah, 1 top 5 and 2 top 10s in 4 races. So not a bad start to the season.
Definitely trying to go out and put on a show. Maybe if you paid me, I'd win.
Oh,
got called out there for a second. So Randy Arms,
Hello.
Art picked you to win. That's not me. You talked to him post race. You
Yes.
wrecked immediately, lap 14.
yes.
4 laps down at one point, and somehow you're P9 at the end of this thing. So the ultimate fight back.
Yeah. Got saved by a bunch of cautions, obviously. Got my damage fixed along the way, and saved a set of tires for when I got back on the lead lap there at the end, and was able to make a little charge. Wish I had a few more laps, but yeah, after the way that race went, that's almost like a win.
Yeah, P9 from I mean, you were we're looking at you midway through, 4 laps down, and it kept getting some cautions, and then the attrition, you just slowly move up. It's like, oh, first car lap down's Randy. He's 3 laps down, and then it's 2 laps down, and so he's got a shot at this to get a good finish. And then sure enough, you get that set of tires and the lucky dog instead of 10 laps to go, and get a P9 out of this thing.
Yeah. I said before the race I needed to have a good finish after last week, and I thought I blew that or say right away, but was able to recover, and with the way some people's races went, might actually gain a little bit in the points.
Yeah, can't complain about that with all the craziness coming out here. P9, another one that can't complain. Tony Scarbo started 18th and just kind of let everyone self-destruct around you, and don't ever remember saying, "Oh, there's Scarbo involved in something." I just kind of a under the radar and free top 10 almost.
Yeah, I just needed to make up some points there, so I just wanted to stay out of trouble, and knew if everybody else wrecked around me, I'd be fine. There on that first green flag, burned up the right front, so learned from that. Just wish we would have had more laps and more green flag, because I felt like the longer I went, the better. But oh well, top 10 is good for me.
Absolutely. And then not the result that you probably deserved. Mr. Samuel Demien in the 21 machine started 3rd, had great speed most of the night, and then you were one of the ones that, for one reason or another, just couldn't escape the chaos. Took a couple of hard licks towards the end of this thing, but somehow able to salvage a top 15 out of it.
Yeah, we were running good at the beginning of the race. Got hit on the right front by someone who disconnected, so that gave us a decent amount of damage. And then from there, I spun off a Bowman's front bumper. I didn't expect it to be that low, but I came up a little bit, so apologize for that, William. And then from there, we were just kind of involved in the wrong place, wrong time. And I'm surprised we even got 15th. I probably don't deserve it, but we'll take it.
Yeah, take what you can on nights like these, and look to regroup for the road course to Sonoma next week.
Exactly. So on to next week.
Absolutely. Well, always a pleasure, fellas. Good results tonight, all things considered, and we'll see you guys out west at Sonoma.
Hey, thank you.
See ya.
Yep.
Penalty taken away.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Here with the TTSL Motorsports gang, Dylan Felvich. You finished 8th in the 88, gaining 8 positions. So there's something about that.
I am so glad you mentioned that because I was going to say the same thing. So,
yeah, that was the first thing that stuck out to me on the overlay. So really tough start to your race. Looking back there, I'm like, why is he last car on the lead lap?
Oh yeah,
consistently.
I'm gonna try to keep it PG-13, but I'm gonna have bomb slips. I'm sorry. I'll try. But let's put it this way. We started out fine, saving the tires, started to make some moves. Right when that happened, there's a wreck. I don't remember if anybody called it out, but somebody decided to let their car roll back down the track. And at that point, we had nowhere to go. So that was, great. Had 4 minutes of damage. Lost 2 laps because my wheel, the only way I was able to run it, I had the wheel all the way upside down. Like, after the second caution was like 60 laps later, my left front was at 32. And then fought back, got lucky with the cautions, got all the damage fixed, and then we were sitting pretty in 4th. I thought we were going to have at least one of the TTSL Motorsports Racing Incorporated presented by Dale Jr. cars would be able to salvage something like a top 5. Kyle definitely deserved to top 2. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's Bristol, baby. We'll chalk it up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Kyle drove his butt off. He deserved it. He got taken out in shenanigans. We'll say that he didn't deserve the finish he had. He definitely deserved a second. He could have arguably won the race. It was just unfortunate with him, and then I was going to try to at least get one of us a top 5, and I just got stuck behind people that are a little slow in the restarts.
Yeah, definitely. Just
people.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like the people that like you tell when you're like at a red light and someone likes looking around and the green light saying you don't want to beep the horn right away, but like, come on, dude, let's go.
Right, definitely. I mean, it's just that second half of the race, crazy, chaotic Bristol race, and it affected you guys definitely a lot. I know you early on, and then definitely same thing with Alex really early on in the race, getting caught up in some stuff, and then Kyle at the end, just having to kind of fight back a little bit. And Kyle, I mean, you get 13th out of all of it, didn't deserve it, but damage limitation there at the end, and then Alex kind of the opposite. Getting involved in the stuff early and having to fight back all the way till the end of this thing and somehow coming out of here with 17th place.
Yeah, I mean... Oh, go ahead, Kyle.
Go for it, Alex.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't say I'm disappointed or anything. I mean, I guess with all this, I'll take a 17th. Just sucks that I just didn't get a shot at it, really.
Yeah, he didn't really get out of the starting gate. We looked there and we're like, oh, he's already, first 15 laps.
Just wasn't a good start, I mean, in my opinion, just some dumb moves by some people just got me killed early on. Just sucks all that I was stuck 12 laps down the entire race. So I just, I wasn't going to give up. I was just like, I might as well just run it out. I knew there was going to be a lot more death throughout the race. So I thought just run it out, hope for the misfortune of others, and try to gain as many laps back as I can, because I knew I wasn't going to get at least 12 cautions to get me back on the lead lap. So, I mean, like you said before, just more damage limitation, really. From now on, just, gonna hope to finish better the rest of the season. Practice kind of helped. I felt okay today. I wasn't feeling super confident, but, I'll put some more into it next week and, hope for the best.
Absolutely, fellas. Well, always a pleasure. I know it was a difficult race, but you made the most of it, got the best finishes you could, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week at Sonoma.
Yeah, thank you.
But waiting on Art to hop back in here. We'll give our final thoughts.
I have no thoughts.
But yeah, just a crazy race overall. What's your take on it as we pull up the race results here?
Pace car MVP.
Typical Bristol race, definitely second half, all unfolded. But yeah, Parrot Huggins your winner. Schwartz, Tennell, round out your podium. Lucas Reed, strong finish tonight. Finally got some momentum headed his direction. Tony Scarabo, first top 10 of the season.
I would have enjoyed, and this is just, from the spectator side, a little more intentional aggressiveness as opposed to accidental aggressiveness.
Right. You see, you're like, well, they didn't mean for that to happen, but it still brought out a caution, like, get your money's worth.
Yeah.
But disappointing night for Cabe McClenny and Kyle Ritchie. Not where he would have expected to end up with the way his race was going. Same thing with Joshua Parent, Von Henschel having to pull off. Nick Miller obviously started park, but yeah, Cale McClenny too. So a lot of heavy hitters towards the back of this field, all the way down to Michael McElroy, who had to step in for race control tonight. But that was the 29 car field. We'll be off till this Saturday. We're going to stream some Wreckfest TDRL playoffs, some Dirty League playoffs. So looking forward to that. And then we're back here next Monday night, 8:30 Eastern for Sonoma. Y'all take care, and we'll see you this Saturday. Scheduled to be released soonish, hopefully. Y'all take care.